Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Ungrownups video transmission. I'm your host Mark, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Takara Tomy release of the Transformers masterpiece MP12 Lambor. As he's known in Japan, of course, we all know him as Sideswipe. Now, I gotta say, this is my very first Takara Tomy purchase. I've never bought from overseas as far as when it comes to Transformers. I always wait for the Hasbro releases. But when I saw this guy online, I just knew that I was like, I can't wait for this to come to America. And you know what? There's even questions if that'll even happen. But we'll talk about that later. I knew I had to get this guy. So as you can see, he comes in a completely different package than we're used to here in America. It's mostly black. It's more of an adult collector's package, you can see. And you'll also notice, I mean, bigger than the Takara Tomy logo, larger than the Transformers Masterpiece logo, is the Lamborghini symbol right here in the front. Now, you know Takara Tomy went to some money. They had to have gone out and gotten the actual license for, to use the shape and the contour of the Lamborghini Countach LP 500S. This is an amazing, amazing car. It just looks so cool. I mean, everybody from my childhood, like in the 80s, everybody wanted to drive a Lamborghini like this. This was like the car to have. Well, probably this and the DeLorean. I mean, because who doesn't want to go back in time, right? This is an awesome box. Check out that logo. That's killer. I'm so glad they went to all the trouble to get that done. Also, you'll see here on the bottom, there is the holographic official Automobili Lamborghini seal right here. And then turn it around on the back. There's some really cool pictures. I really like when they do this and they show us like how he is in scale with the MP10 Optimus Prime, some variations on how you can do the weapons, his car mode, and then how another scale image of how he actually fits in the back of Optimus Prime's trailer, which we're also going to look at. Also, you can see here's everything he comes with: his pistol, shoulder cannon, pistol, his two whatever you want to call them. I guess they're like pounder fists, and his stats card, and his instruction booklet. So let's get this guy open and out of the package and check him out. Okay, he's opened up, but what I really wanted to do is for people like me who've never purchased a Takara Tomy Transformers figure before, I just wanted to show you guys how they come. They come in like a standard two-piece clamshell. That's it's real collector's friendly because you can pull this apart and put it right back together. So this is how he looks in the package. He also comes with this packet of material here that's got the stats card, as you can see here. He also comes with some awesome information there that I'll never be able to read, and some instructions that's got tons of pictures and profile shots and stuff like that. So pretty cool to have. Love the stats card. Glad they're doing that. But here he is. So what we're going to do is get him up and out of this guy real quick. We'll just lift him right out. Get the car out. Okay, now we really have this guy open and out of the package. And I must say, this car mode just blows me away. Talk about nostalgia. It kicks in instantly. This, to my memory, is exactly what Sideswipe looked like when we were kids. I mean, I know technically it's not, but it is. It looks exactly like the toy I remember. He is amazing. Side view, I mean, he just looks so good. The contours of this car, I mean, this is a car that I still think looks good today. One of the things I really like about, see, that panel doesn't stay tight in there. Alright, so this may not prove my point on this side, but maybe on this side. I really like how the parts in the panel, as you can see here, of the arms of Sideswipe sort of fit in with the actual lines of the car. Really, really, really cool. Some people have pointed out not liking the fact that the tires are plastic as opposed to being rubber, like MP10 Optimus Prime. But you know what? Rubber over time, it cracks and it decays and doesn't stand up. So being plastic doesn't really bother me all that much. And I will point out the other thing that people are pointing out in some reviews that is bothersome, not so much to me, is that how the top of the car here is actually this black translucent plastic, this sort of transparent plastic here. So this is actually painted red on top of black, whereas the rest of the car is actually painted red. And people say that it's a you know, very noticeable difference that hinders the paint of the car. Mine looks really good to me. I think this color blends very well with these back pieces here. It does look different than the front from these two colors here, but these here it looks really good to me. So it's not something that really bothers me. And man, I just want to pull this to where you guys can see this Autobot symbol on the front, and then right below where you can see, there's a hair or something on there. Is that a paint bubble? What is that? Okay. Let's get them all cleaned up. The Autobot symbol, huge up front, looks amazing. See if you can get on that. That's a little Lamborghini logo. Wonderful, wonderful touch there. It's really, really cool. This car just looks, I can't say enough about it. It looks amazing. You can see it from the back. Let's see here. You can see the both the Lamborghini and the Countach logos on the back. Nice painted lights, tail lights. Underneath, not a lot of, you know, what we refer to as robot kibble. Looks pretty clean. Looks very car-ish. Lots of little gears and things looking around. So, man, like I said, this nostalgia just kicks in instantly when you get this guy open and out of the package. I will say that, you know, here's his shoulder cannon, and you see how it's got a little hole right there, and here's his actual rifle that he uses. It's got the same little indentation here. You can actually put these two pieces together. They click together, and right here on the top of the car is a little hidden port where you can actually poke his weapons in and sort of weaponize him in, how does that work? Does it just push right in? Yeah, it pushes right in. Let's get this guy transformed, and I'll see you back on the other side. Okay, so here we have Sideswipe completely transformed in his robot form, and man, is he looking pretty tough. One of the things I'll point out is that his rifle does have like a little notch, like a little tabs on each side of the handle of the grip, and you can notch those into little slots that are in either hand, so you can get a really good sturdy pose. You can see it's not like wobbling around in there; it's pretty sturdy, and you can put that in either hand. Man, if nostalgia didn't set in when he was in his car mode, he definitely does in robot form. This guy looks amazing. The big broad chest across the front where you can definitely tell that that's the hood of the Lamborghini, looking so good. Autobot symbol right there in the front. The cool thing about the shoulder cannon is you see right here on the doors that make up his shoulders, you can put that cannon on either side, which is totally up to you. I just remember, you know, this was the side he was when I was a kid, so that's what I'm going with here. Man, he's just looking so tight, especially right in the abdomen area and in the thighs. This looks, I mean, he looks like he stepped right out of the cartoon. This guy is just looking amazing. Let's get this shoulder cannon out of the way just so you can look at him from this pose here, on this side. Get some views of him. He looks so good. Very little car, I guess, kibble sticking out and hanging about. A little bit back here on his feet. And you know, you can have these out to the side, I guess, if you wanted. I just fold them all the way around. The car doors fold in. Oh, I didn't fold this one in all the way. And that sort of locks down pretty tight. Pretty slim on his back, not a lot of backpack area going on. I can't say enough about this guy. He just looks so incredibly tough. Let's see if we can get this rifle out of his hands. You can see his hands are articulated, his fingers are articulated, but they're all articulated sort of together. So no individual fingers there. Get him in a pretty tough pose. He's got some great articulation. I'm not going to take you all through that right now. I just want to give you a quick look at this guy. And then let's see if we can zoom in right here and get a better look at his face. So, sorry to sort of do this handheld, but really want to get in here close and show you this face sculpt. Because it looks incredibly cool. There he is, Sideswipe, looking tough. And because of part of his part of his transformation, you can actually push part of his head back. This is actually part of his transformation process. But that looks kind of cool. Like, get down in there. Ratchet can get in there and fix some things when they're broken if he's not acting right. And they're fix him up. He looks tough. Like the side vents, like the horns. This guy's going to look really good, especially when they release Red Alert and Sunstreaker, which I'm sure Sunstreaker's coming. You know, there's no reason to not redo this mold, you know, as many times as you possibly can, I guess. I think I'll end up passing on those figures, but, man, God, this guy just looks so awesome. Can't get enough of him. All right, I'm going to finish up this review. We're going to take a real quick cutaway because I want to show you one more really cool thing about this car, and we'll wrap this up. One last thing before we get him transformed back into his car mode, I just wanted to show off. These are the extra, I don't know, hand accessories, if you will, that you get. You just, you know, rotate the hand back up into the forearm, then you just snap these little pounders on, you know, and these sort of like his little meat tenderizers or Decepticon tenderizers that he has with his little jackhammer hammer fist attachments. They look really cool. You know, of course you've seen him use these in the cartoon before. They look great. It's a neat little attachment that they, you know, included. They didn't have to. You know, they look cool for what they are. I'll probably never use them. They'll probably go right back in the box because he's not gonna stand up on my shelf with, you know, his Decepticon tenderizers on. But okay, so now we're gonna cut to one last thing about the car, and then we're gonna get out of here. And one last thing before we go, I just really wanted to show off how we've got the trailer here for Masterpiece Optimus Prime MP10, and I know I'm teasing this figure a lot, but I will get to a video review. I promise it's going to be epic. But I just wanted to show how in scale he actually is. You can actually, just like on the back of the package, you can put Sideswipe in the back of Optimus Prime, and he works wonderfully with this figure. It looks great that he can do this. So, you know, for everybody out there that's complaining about the scale, it actually works out quite nicely. It's really cool to be able to see this guy sitting next to Optimus Prime and know that he can drive up inside of there. So, alright guys, this has been another awesome review. I hope you guys like it. As always, we're going to ask if you dig the review, you know, give us a like, give us a comment, a shout out, whatever. Subscribe to our channel, and as always, you can check out our new podcast that's new every 2 weeks on iTunes. Or you can find us at Ungrownups.com. Check out our video reviews there. Check out our podcast there, and some of our written reviews that we do. So I think that's going to about do it for this episode. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.